little break, little hiatus, little pause, a rest, so to speak, an in-breath, maybe, more of an exhalation, more of a scream. Slightly under the weather, slightly busy, lots of work, not enough streaming time, but we're back in now, finding our way. Let me just hop in. We can hear the music already. See if we can get ourselves back into this. It's 3.1.3.1.4.3.2, I believe. I'm not sure. Patch number 8579501. No, I said 3.1.3. I think that's what we're on now. There's various other iterations of it being sort of in testing at the moment. I don't know what that means. My inner thought has not been aligned properly to my bind culls, and so my systemized variables are all kind of like offline at the moment. But what that actually means is that this is the PU, or poo as I like to call it. We're in the pink here. Look at us glaring in a Rose manner. Vion Rose, starring Chris Le Roberts, doing his best Grace Jones impression, with a Renault coming out of his mouth, or is it a Peugeot? I can't remember. Basically, here he is. He's a rotund little pinkish oyster-like creature that lives in the depths of the ocean. He rarely sees the lower pressures that are higher up in the thing. He sort of lives down deep in one of the trenches, like 2 miles down. A strange mollusks type creature, but he's a dreamer, and he dreamt of a world. He dreamt of the world, the universe, Star Wars. So here we are. This is Star Citizen 3.1.3. It says 3.1.2 there, but I apologise for that. I might have to fix that. Let me just see if I can fix it. Let's just do a quick shump on my hump, and we'll just do a little bit of an edit there. Get that sorted out for you, so that we've got the right information at all times in the verse. That's how it should be. Another thing we'll do is we'll put a little timer on here, just get it going, just so that when we hop in, which we're about to do, about to bring you into Star Citizen now. I'm in a usual situation for me. I'm very much suffering with a lack of beans. That's how it is. So I welcome you to Star Citizen, the Pauper's Choice, as we enter the PU 3.1.3. Nice to see you. Here we are, we're stood up, that's nice, and we're looking around. We've got 38 frames, 40 frames, not too bad, shabby. I've got the motion blur turned off at the moment, I think I have, yeah, it looks like I have, and there we are. You know, there's no rail for safety. We're at Grimmer's. There's always a coat hanger available at any point in the verse that you need to you know, lay out your clothes for the morning. You can always use the coat hangers provided. I didn't even guess, but I was going to guess Pod 5, so I'm right. Okay, I'm always right on the button with that. Somebody's knocked over the tables and messed the place up. There's score marks everywhere. It looks like, I don't know, looks like it evokes Star Wars in some way, I would say. The frames are now jittering about, and that could be my CPU bottlenecking, but I don't think so. I think this is an in-game problem. Look, I just, you know, I'm dropping from 27 frames to 2 frames. Anyway, we're going to be quite quick smart about this. I don't know whether that's just the bare bones, you know, just the bare bones remain. That's all I can say. The lift's not working. Just hop in over here. Let's see what we can see. Alright, let's jump in this one since its mouth is wide open. Hello, say R, you're at the dentist. I'd like to take you to the landing pads. You were too late, son. So here we are, Star Citizen 3.1.3, which is, you know, just basically Star Citizen 3.1. Which is the release for the end of March this year. There's going to be quarterly releases, I'm told, which seem to be, you know, the first one has been on schedule, so that's all well and good. And I am going to go and see if I can just get the ridiculous low wages that I'm on to be slightly better. But we're determined, we're focused, we're at AO1, and that's a good sign. And that's the thing about Stars, even the plumbers look cool. Yeah, look at this geezer. Looks like an assassin. Well, where's all the sort of plumbers? Like my plumber doesn't look like that. So you cleaned out your header tank. Well, it looks sort of terrible in there. Use a wetback on it, and it looks like jelly in there. Don't want that going around your radiators. He doesn't look like that. He doesn't look like an assassin from Star Wars. Right, okay. He's less like Boba Fett and more like Boba Fett. Looks like jelly in there. He said to me when he saw my header tank. And I don't show everybody my header tank, but you know, he said, trust me, I'm a plumber. Right. I used a wetback on it, and now the heating doesn't work at all. I'm sat here with an electric radiator. You plum! My plumber's a plum. The plum Duff. Duff plumber.
Come aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Well, that's wonderful news, because I'm about to take off.
Launch.
Now, it looks like we've got a nice bright day ahead of us on Yella, so that's always nice. Always nice. I always have this.
Complete. Launch complete.
Let's go.
Landing gear up.
Let's see if we can just scooch ever so.
Thank you, and please visit again.
I will. See if I can get past all this rockiness. And yeah, right, okay. Quite a treacherous environment, isn't it? Now, I don't want to hang out here because I get torpedoed a lot hanging around here now. By unscrupulous souls who think it's funny to try out their retaliators on the unsuspecting cutlery that emits itself constantly from Grimhex. Yeah, the frames are really dodgy. Always scares me that coming out of Quantum and there's a huge rock like in your face. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't adjust the controls. Like I've tried adjusting the controls to 0, so I'm not travelling. Then I jump, but I still come out at full speed, which, you know, it makes good logic, good sense. It's just that I've damaged my ship 3 times now, almost written it off by just like, see that rock there? I come out of Quantum about 4 feet from that rock, and there's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, let's not complain, because what's the point? OM4, I'm humming to see you. I'm humming to see you, because I'm the daddy. As the rocks fly by his little eye, he looked upon the face of it, and he saw that there was a screaming chin with his name plastered on it. Right, what's the deal here now? Look at this, there's no visible blobs. I do know where I'm going though, I'm going exactly there. Let's go. If you could just get there before it gets dark, you might be alright. I'll show you the extent of my impoverished nature at the moment in a minute. Just give you a quick hint of that. Once we get up to speed here. 89113, that's the speed of the cutlery. Yeah, so you know, let me just show you what the deal is. I can't because it's zoomed in. I hate that bug. Okay, anyway, I've got like 800 credits or something. It's an absolute disgrace, and the reason for it is quite simply, I had about 5,000, 5,500. I went to the drug lab, very smooth operation. Got myself in there, loaded up the cutlass, full to the gunnels with Widow. The widows were all there, packed in the back, knitting away, crocheting, making doilies, weeping into their shawls. And I was a happy little bunny because I flew off to Grimmers, got to Grimmers with my full load, thinking this is great, no server crashes. As I came down the ramp, I contemplated when I was in the cockpit. I always do. I think, well, I like to jump out the side ramp because it minimises the risk of anybody sort of suddenly jumping into the ship. But do you know what? The side ramp button wasn't working. I thought, well, no matter. It's never happened to me. So I went down the back ramp, and as I went down the back ramp, turned around, I saw some gimp wearing his mother's curtains running up the ramp and shutting the door behind me. Him. And then, thinking, right, okay, if I move fast, it will take him a while to get into the cockpit. I could probably sell this beer before I have to get out of here. And then, I did a leg, one after the other, in fact. I didn't just use the one leg, I used both. That's how concerned I was. And I used two-legged running to get myself to the terminal. Couldn't do, and then I started having some salty match in the chat with this gimp who was gloating, going, "Oh, I'm going to smash up your cutlass. Haha, you've got such a bad attitude." No. And it irked me. It's unnecessary behaviour. I understand, maybe it's bad karma from my previous piratical doings, but I wasn't blessed pleased. And so it reduced me. I was first time in the game for about a month. I was thinking, I could actually start to build up the cash here. That might the game becomes more interesting. You can buy a new suit, you can buy some guns, you can buy a few weapons, you can upgrade your ship, etc., etc., etc. But no, I was reduced to the level of a pauper yet again. So his name is R Killer, which is spelled R, capital K, lowercase ILL 4H, which I suppose is R Killer maybe. I don't know, but anyway, it's R Kill 4H. So if you see this bozo, will you just send him a torpedo with my name on it? Because it wasn't so much the fact he did it. It was the way he behaved afterwards. It got on my nerves. Anyway, it's all great fun in the verse. You bear no malice to any man, except for him. So let's just see where we are now. We're just whizzing along nicely on the rump. The cuts of beef are already being prepared for when I arrive, and the coleslaw is being chopped as we speak. Now we've entered the atmosphere. It's all going swimmingly, apart from the fact that we've got no money. Let's see if I can show you what I mean. No, it's still zoomed in. What is that bug? Why is that? Anyway, I don't know what anyone else thinks about this. I was been trying to raise this as an issue, actually. The idea of navigation. Once you enter the atmosphere, I believe personally there should be some sort of compass. Latitude, longitude, maybe, that just coordinates, that every, wherever you are on the surface of the planet, it gives you the GPS reading. I mean, what's wrong with that? A compass and a GPS. That way you can find your way around anywhere, you know what I mean? You go somewhere, you just make a note of where it was. Go back there. I don't see why they're making it difficult. I can't believe in a world where they've invented anti-gravity, or false gravity, let's say, a spinning orb that somehow magically makes everybody stick to the internal surface of the ship. That they haven't got compasses. Maybe they're going to say something like, "Oh yeah, in law, the compass doesn't work because of the gravitational device on board." Yeah, but that's all very well. But I don't see the gameplay advantages to. I'm going to crash. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? Oh, I'm not well. Alright, so I smashed the ship up and now I'll never find it. Now I'll never find where I was going. Because it's dark. I've messed it up again. I've messed it up again.
Landing gear down.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Right. Right, there's nothing to do then. Can't find it in the dark, there's no point. Oh, this game's boring. Now I've got that bug again. I keep getting this in the cutlass where you can't go. Oh, it's okay.
Landing gear up.
Oh well, that's a shame. I thought we were on for it there. Never mind. It's not like it's annoying or anything. I don't know. Is it me, or is it maybe I just talk too much. Maybe that's what it is. I just concentrate more on what I'm doing. Right, okay. Here we go. What are we doing? We're saying goodbye to the planet again. It's a shame really, because I need the money. Right, I've got a little thing here which a member of my organisation knocked up. It's a kind of commodity price guide, so I'm just going to have a little look at that, see what there might be a profit somewhere. Iodine is quite good. We could go to Art Court and buy iodine. Let's try and do that. Let's just see if Art Court is anywhere. That's on the other side of the planet, so we've got to go up anyway. Alright. Let's just do that. Let's just do that.
Landing gear up.
Let's go now. Alright, I'm not going to say anything, you know what I mean? I'm just going to keep it on the low because I just prattle too much, moaning away about this, that and the other. I will say this though, I do find that I can't make money in the verse, and I know that even if I do, it's going to get wiped to the next patch anyway. It's like all the gameplay is geared around how much money can you make? Like how much cargo can you shift? How many bounties can you get? How many missions can you do for money? I mean, it's like living in a capitalist system where you know that the end of the world is coming. What's the point? Money's worthless. Like the money's worthless, and it's impossible to get anyway. I don't know how they expect us to test. I understand they want us to test service beacons, right? How many service beacons do you actually get a chance to respond to? Like they appear on your screen for about a little bit less than 2 seconds. Now me, I'm not a slow reader by any means, but by the time I've realised what it is and how much it is, it's gone. The amount of times I've pressed the open brackets and not the thing's not there, someone else has nabbed it, it's ridiculous. Like, can't they be posted on a board? You know, like look at this, right? Okay, let's look at this. Right, beacons that are available at the moment. None. Right, no beacons available. Okay, there are no beacons available. Right, all the beacons that are currently available should show what they are and if they've been taken. They should be listed there, but they never are. They appear on your screen as a little blue widget for less than 2 seconds, not enough time to read it, and so unless you've got your finger on the open brackets constantly waiting for it, you could wait for hours, you don't see one. I'm not moaning, I am. I'm sorry, I didn't realise. But Chris, pull your finger out of your backside, man. There's no navigation, the service beacons, like, they don't work, it's a joke, man. It's a joke. I understand it's early access. I'm not having a knock on you for that. It is, you can see that it's under development, but it's like, what are we supposed to be testing here? Like most people would come in here to play the game, but there's so little to do. There's next to nothing to do. I mean, it's very smooth and it looks wonderful, and Sometimes when I've had too much coffee, I feel like, oh, I'm a little spaceman. They talk about believability the whole time. It's not like I believe it, is it? It's like I want to make it as believable experience as possible. Believable. The AI should be believable. The planet should be believable. No one believes it. No one believes that they're in space, in a spaceship. They're actually standing on Daymar. Don't believe that there are sandworms. Don't believe that the Van Duel exists. I don't believe that there is such a thing as a cutlass in the first place. I don't believe any of it. It's a game, but there's no gameplay. That's the thing. Here I am. I'm. Look at it. I'm flying along. Look, here I am. I'm having a little rant here, but this is a proper rant. You know what I mean? Because flying along like this, right, with all the little white widgets going by, it's very believable. I don't believe it. I'm sat in a chair. I'm in my room. Look, there's crappy wallpaper here. Like, I don't believe that. It's not believable, is it? Anyway, right, so no one believes it, right? Let's start there. Then what do you need to achieve? You need to achieve playability. People want to have a game that they can invest in and go, oh, this is happening now. Oh, I've got to deal with that. Oh, press that. Look at me. I could sit here for hours. Like so many Star Citizen streamers, they do like what they call a chill stream. I'm just doing a chill stream, which basically is just a sort of like a light entertainment chat show where they just sort of chat about nothing, about the game, how it's going to be in the future, how it's going to be really believable. How believable is it going to be? Is it going to be believable enough that people believe in it? When you think you can take the headphones off and go, oh, what? Where am I? I thought I was in the Cutlass, flying around yelling, Cellar, or Sellout, or whatever the fuck it's called. Excuse me, I didn't mean to swear. But I think it's appropriate because there is like sweet F7C to do. That's the thing. Here we are. Here we are. Look at me. Bumbling along. Right. Enough's enough. I'll try and make some money. Oh look, there's another player. Quite rare that you should see. Gurin Askitas. Askinas. That's one of those AI. Yeah, whatever. You're not interested. I've got a slight piratical rating now. I don't even know how I got it. Probably just bumped into a rock. Now I've got a pirate rating.
Drive is now off.
Alright, let's see if we can get to Arcboard now. Right, you'll watch now. I'm going to spend an hour of my life earning 20 credits. That's 597 still. Okay, so let's go on this one. This is another thing that I don't like, your navigation. I don't understand it. It's like, why am I using these points to go around the thing? Why can't you like look at your map and set your destination and there'll be like a graphic in space on the HUD that goes, right, you need to fly here and then down there and that's the track, and you fly down it and get the altitude like reading out and the compass bearing and the GPS coordinates, and you go, right, here I am. Nice, very nice. Instead of this I've got to play guess which side of the ball you're on, starring Chris Roberts. Oh, guess which side of the ball? Oh, I'm going to put something on a ball and you've got to guess which side it's on. Oh, caught mining. Where's that? I don't know, Chris, is it on this side of the ball? No, wrong. It's on the other side. I win. I always win. 166 million. I'm had enough of it, really. That's my problem. That's my problem. Some poor guy's getting a pasting up there. I should go and help him, but what's the point? You know, you can't shoot anything. The frames drop down to 2 frames a year, and then you get blown up. I mean, look at the state of me already. I've only gone down the all-night garage for some Rizzlers, and I've totaled the car. It's a joke. Right. Smashed my whip, man. Never mind. You live and learn. Or in my case, you don't. You just live. Right, we'll do a quick one then. It's going to be a quick one. because I'm, you know, you can tell I'm in a bit of a salty mood. Oh, he's in a salty mood about nothing. I mean, I don't believe this is. I mean, you know, what can I say? What can I tell you, people? It's not real. What? Hey, what? I thought Star Citizen was a portal to another universe. No, it's a game. Oh, it's a game. All right. What are you supposed to do? I don't know. You're supposed to earn money. Yeah. Oh, great. I'm going to start earning money. I've got 5 million. Oh, hang on. I've got 5,000. There's been a new patch. All right. At least I got my suit. I'm good. Oh, no, I'm dressed like a frog. Oh. At least I got my sniper rifle that I bought all that. Oh, that's gone as well. Oh, what have I got? I've got a pistol and a frog suit. Like, if I woke up in a frog suit with a pistol, I'd just put it straight in my mouth and pull the trigger. Like, you just think, well, I don't want to live as a frog in a world where I can't, even if I make money, they take it off me at the end of the week. What's the point? That's too much like real life. Who knew? Where are the coordinates, Chris? No, what do you mean? I know where I am. I'm in my bedroom. My Sandy's giving me a massage and Eric Karen Davis is rubbing my feet. Yeah, well, that's all right for you then, isn't it, mate? I have another pasty and, you know, chillax. Like, where's the game? Like, I spend, like, honestly, I used to jump into Star Citizen 2.6 and I think, oh, I'll just jump in. And I'd have 20 minutes of messing about, dogfighting, sniping people, having a gunfight at Korea. It was great. It was absolutely great. Now the universe is so big, you never meet anyone. You can't find your way around it. You crash into planets, the server crashes, the frame rates go whizzing about. You can't make any money, you can't save any money, you can't buy anything unless you own a Caterpillar. And to own a Caterpillar, you've got to fork out 350 quid. And who's going to pay that for a game that's like all you can do? You go, oh, I'm the king of the castle. I've got a Caterpillar. I can transport iodine and make a profit. Well done to you. You're a corporation. It's like this is more real than real. It's like only the mega corporations, people who own 5 Caterpillars and a Reclaimer, can make any cash. Those of us who are stuck in a tiny little Black Cutlery or a Titan Avenger, you make 20 credits from travelling for, like, it takes me 20 bleeding minutes to get anywhere in the game. I'm just sitting here looking at a ring. You see the ring, after 9 days you die of boredom. It's like, what the F7C's going on? I'm going to travel now, like, how long, what, we're on 25 minutes into the game. It's like, I've crashed once and seen someone. I'm now flying to a place that it's an armistice zone, so there's no chance of a gunfight, and I'll land there, I'll press a terminal, blip, 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 clunk, clunk, and then I'll get the cargo, and I'll shoot off to the Plumhole station and, you know, trade some Kirabandium for some, like, Ethereum nuggets, and then what? Chris is like living in a bigger house than me. What? How does that work? I'm not being funny, but I'm going to start a Marxist organisation when I get into the, when it all starts, when it all kicks off, becomes persistent, actually persistent.
Contact.
I'm gonna start a revolution. I'm gonna. Ooh, could crush a grape. Right, now let's see. Let's not make the same mistake twice. Even though that was about the 3rd time I've done that. I'd like to see some coordinates, please, Chris. Do you know, we need it. We need coordinates. I don't want to just look at a ball and go, that's 500. That must be on the other side then. And what kind of a world is this? I want it to be believable. Well, no one's going to believe it, right? It's not believable. That's the thing. But at least you could make it functional. Like, I've played like games. Like I've been playing War Brokers. And that's a lot of fun. It's a great little game. The graphics are not great, but you get in there, you can choose a weapon, you charge about, you shoot people, they fall over. It's great fun. This, like, you travel for like 3 weeks through nothingness just to make £10, then it gets wiped at the end of the month. feel like you can save up and buy a cardigan at Olisar. What the? It's like a midlife crisis. It's like, oh, I'm going to save up my money, I'm going to drive to Leicester, sell some dishcloths, and drive back and see the family, and then I'm going to go to Burton in town and get myself a nice new jacket. It's just like, what do you think? Do we want to do, man? This might be your life, but I want some excitement. You can do that any day of the week. It's like I travel to work in the car. It takes me ages to get there. And have to toil around dealing with dancing prats, and then the drive back takes me ages. The traffic. Oh, where am I? Art Court Mining, still 44 kilometres away. Keep going. Here you go. How many for that dishcloth do you want for that? Oh, hey, here's a Dyson. Hey. What? Why? 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 And I'm saving up. What are you saving up for? Oh, it's a lovely cardigan in Olisar. Lovely it is. It's like brown. It's got like a V-neck. Two buttons. Lovely. Chunky. You know what I mean? Keep you warm in the verse. But what the why? Why are there cardigans on sale in the verse? What the hell? Whose job is it to do that? Who's making cardigans for the universe? Sorry, I'm not well. But I want to know. What plum is sat there? Like they travel to their job. They travel like this in a car to their job. They're going, oh, Wilmslow's still 33 kilometres away. Better get a move on. I've got to get what you got to do today. Oh, I've got to, I've got to go into Maya and render some cardigans. Chris wants them to look a bit more woolly. So I've got to try figure out the best way to do wool in, the hair shader in Maya, and then I'm gonna then I'll have my lunch, and oh, I forgot my lunch. Oh, I have to drive back. Oh, hang on, no, I haven't got time. Right, anyway, then that's your job. That's your life. Your life is driving to a location in Wilmslow where you make imaginary cardigans for an enormous space game that Chris Roberts has invented. Why are you doing that? Like, make some tanks or some like robots or something. Anyway, sorry. I'm not well. Are we ever going to get there? Not at this rate, we're not. Right, we're just going to go full out now. I'm fed up with it. Get the nose up a bit here, shall we? There we go. And ease off now. Here she is, look. That's that girl I was telling you about. What's her name? Bright Hawk. Ooh, tell you what. I want to get a load of that, mate. It's amazing. Lady Bright Hawk, they call her. She flies at night. You know what I mean? Okay, coming in now, all the way from the 70s. Coming down very nicely, gently into the. It's a great game, this, isn't it? Look at it, fantastic. Look at it, so good. Look at the style of it, the meaning, the feeling, the expression, the evocation of other films, generic science fiction films you may have seen. Let's just get you in position, shall we? Down onto the thing. Oh, do you want me to land there? Right, I don't mind. I'll land anywhere. I'm not fussy. See, look at that. 1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephant, 4 elephant, 5 elephant, 6 elephant. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Got time to read it. 45 credits. Nobody's going to bother though, are they? Do you know what I mean? So I land on top of this geezer. Slightly forward, slightly backwards, and slightly forwards, and slightly backwards. There we go, look. Very nice.
Complete.
Is that a little man I see running around? Yes, it is. There he is, look. The immersion, the believability. For a moment there I believed I was actually there. Which one's he going to? No, but this is when it gets good, the game. Look at that. He's there. He's trying to figure out which one to go into. I think it is that one that's nearest to. Oh no, it's not. He's going off to that one. Let's see if he figures it out. Is it that one? Yes. Alright, so it's the second one along. Alright, that's good to know.
Landing complete.
Now stuff like that is impressive. The fact that you can look out the ship, the frame rates aren't so impressive. The fact that my ship's on fire is not so impressive. Let's see if this is going to work now. What's the matter with these frame rates, man? It's not my system, I'm pretty sure. I've got a very good system. And why is that twitching? Like an epileptic's finger. Honestly. Anyway. I think that's another... If I was going to say anything else about the aesthetics, I would say that the weight... The things don't have weight in Star Citizen. They just don't. Why haven't I got a pistol? He's got a pistol, but I don't have a pistol, so I better salute him. Alright, whatever. That's how lonely it is in the verse. Modern society, I don't know. We used to talk. It's not this one. It's not habitation, is it? Plum. It's that one. No, it's not that one. Has he just spawned something? Is that the deal there? Habitation. So maybe it is this one then. He's like me, he doesn't know where he's going. What's this one then? Mining control, it's not that one either. Oh, I've landed on the wrong side again. Oh my god. Don't mind, the view's nice. It evokes Star Wars. Could be one of these over here, is it? Is there another one? Am I going completely the wrong way here? What is the point of it? Right, so it's not that one. It's not this one. Oh, I'm so bored. I want to get out of here. Right, here we go. Let's go this way then. Is it this one? Why can't they just put a sign on it? You can just see it. You know? It's that one. Go there. That's where you need to go. No one wants to go and look at mining control. Why would you? Why would you go there? Why would you go and look at the placeholder assets that have been put there by someone who's been paid probably more money than me a year to do so? It's got to be this one. That geezer didn't know where he was going. Here he is, look, he's in here. He's in here. Alright. We're in. 36 minutes in, we're actually going to do something. This is what they call an event in the game. I could have played 18 rounds of How's Your Father by now. I feel like I'd like to know why haven't I got a pistol? I have got a pistol. Oh, it's because it's an armistice zone. That's why. Come on, mate, hurry up. I haven't got all day. Come on. Iodine. That's what I want. Thank you. Right, cutlass black, iodine. Do that. know what I mean? What's the point of not doing that? They're going to get a... Hopefully it will get wiped this week, and then... Do you know what I mean? Hello? Why? Okay, good. Hopefully it'll get wiped this week, and then we will be none the wiser. Anyway, look, I apologise, people, for my tone, my mood. It's just because I have been playing this for a number of years now, and I had more fun in the game before it got big and crazy and ambitious. It's like the ambition has swamped everything. I'm at 7 frames. Why is that? Is it just every time you get to a location where things happen, the game's going to slow down like this? Is that how it's going to be? You know, like you can fly around in the nothingness where nothing's happening and nobody's there, and you'll get really good frame rates. And then as soon as you meet someone, that's all going to go out of the window. Is that how it's going to be? Alright, so I bought a load of iodine. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it, except back to the 1950s and put it on a grazed knee or something. Nurse, I think I've grazed my knee. Come over here into the 1950s and we'll put some iodine on it. Right, okay.
Launch complete. Launch complete. Landing complete. Launch complete.
The engine's on.
Landing complete. Launch complete. Engines offline. Engines online. Launch complete.
Let's just see what's going on here. Right, goodbye. Now I do believe, according to my little widget here, if I can find it, I need to sell iodine at Port Ollie, so let's go there. Just go up, I suppose, and then just have at the sky. Let's F the sky, so to speak. Alright, I've got that problem again. Let's go. Come on now. I don't know. Cardigans. I mean, why? I don't understand. Like, to me, the whole thing, the fact that that cardigan's there at Olisar now, it's there now, sitting there on a rack, no one's going to buy it. It's sat there. The fact that it's there ruins the entire game for me. I'll have to go and buy one just to make it worthwhile. You know? Might have to go and do something about the cardigan. I really like that clip when they're showing all the kind of FPS stuff and the guy's walking around Olisar with a machine gun, just shooting all the shop owners. I think that's what I'd like to do, just because of the cardigan. I mean, I'm not a violent man, but you know, it's just, to me, just the idea of a cardigan existing in this universe, it invalidates everything. The existence of that cardigan in that location, I know it's there. It's like there. It's like there. Cardigan, brown cardigan, Olisar. It's just ruining it in the whole game for me. I'm not well. Right, let's see what we got. Let's see if we can get there, at least. This cockamamie navigation system that is completely unworkable. Crusader, Cryastro. Can I get any closer? Port Olisar, there we go. I can go straight there. Boom. There we go. Lovely. I do believe. Nakamura Valley. Cardigan's getting right up my Nakamura Valley, I'll tell you that. That's Olisar, isn't it? So if I just head off over here, full whack. at some point this week. I should be able to go there. See, something like that is just ridiculous to me. You should have a map, you can plan vectors with coordinates, you go, right, that's obstructed, so if I quantum that way for 3 parsecs or nanorobots or whatever you want to call it. Oh, I've named the parsecs after myself. They're called Robertsian units now. Very good, Chris. And then you can go 10 Robertsian units that way and reach the designated spot that you've designated yourself as a coordinate on your map, and then you can quantum jump to where you need to get. That way you can just zip around. It's like they've made a universe with like, it's an expansive, huge universe with 4 different routes that you can go along. Right, let's just see where we are now. What's everything like? I mean, you can't argue with the game the way it looks. It looks fantastic. Look at this. Look at this now. Look at that. Wonderful, isn't it? Just coming out of this, coming onto the bright side of Yella as it orbits Crusader, the gas giant. My black cutlery. Looks beautiful. But yeah, it's a photo opportunity waiting to happen, but it's not a lot to do. So maybe I'll start doing chill streams. Hi everyone. Hi. Welcome to the stream. We're just going to be doing some little tooling around reverse today. If you look up on Discord, if you want to join me on Twitter or Facebook, you can click the link below. It's going to be chilling. Oh, look at the signs, everyone. Look at the beauty. It's really cool. Hi there. Yeah, no, in answer to your question, I've been on stream for about a year, and yeah, we're just going into a low decaying orbit just to see if it's possible. We've been here for about 4 days now, so join the stream if you want, guys. I'll be here. It'd be great to have you on board, because there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. Okay, let's try and see if we can get there now. Oh, whoa, 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 hello. Ollie, Ollie, Ollie. Go, go, go. 11:38 in the UK right now, and it's raining. You can't blame us. You can't blame us for that sort of thing.
Drive is now off.
It's not our fault, alright? It's not our fault. We're dry, even though we're soaked through. The humour is dry. It's because of the wetness that the humour is so dry. Right, let's go 2 frame rates past the Robertsian unit.
Contact.
Contact. Contact. Let's just get there. Am I the wrong way up? I do believe I am. Alright, just too low down. There we go. We can see the pads. Let the dog see the pads. There we are. Beautiful. So this is Olisar. This is one of the main sort of spawn points and trading hubs within the game. You can come here to, if you're feeling a little chilly around the shoulders, you can come and buy a cardigan here. Very nice. I'll show you the cardigan in a minute. Let me just drop the landing gear. Get onto.
Landing gear.
Just going to whisper sweet nothings into the Port Olisar landing services. Hello, darling. Hi, I'm back. Oh, thank you, darling. Yes, that's wonderful. And then he will offer me his green prong, upon which I will impale myself willingly. Willingly impaling myself upon the green prong that he offers, in the hopes that I will get a free cardigan to snuggle down into in the middle of my midlife crisis. dreaming about owning a Knox Q from the Harley Davidson, the midlifes. Right, let's just do this. Why didn't I get my automated landing? Why? So I overshot the moon. Just take it back a notch. It's terrible frame rates. Why? There we are. Automated landing. Sorry. I'm sorry about my mood. It's unacceptable behaviour for a streamer, but you know, I don't care. That's the thing. You know, I'm really pleased when people watch. I appreciate anyone who watches. I'm not an...
Lab is complete. The following landing pad.
I'm not, you know, I'm not ungrateful. I really appreciate you giving me your time, and if you do watch this and you take time to watch it, I appreciate the fact that you're listening to what I have to say. What I have to say is genuine. I'm not toning it down to make this into like a great show or anything. This is what I think about the game. Other times I'm trying to be a bit more entertaining maybe, but I mean, this is what I think about the game at the moment. It's been massively frustrating to play, and the gameplay has got better. The things are it's all going ahead. I'm sure it's all going to be wonderful, but right now you can't just jump into the game and enjoy it. You have to slog and spend time like you work for CIG, and I resent that, because I'm paying to work there, and that to me is, it's the wrong way around. So that's just what I think. It's not, to me, it's not gameplay as such. Now the game's crashed, is it? What? Yeah, okay, it's crashed. And as if by magic, a little rabbit appeared. All right, there we go. At least I made it back to base. That's one good thing. It means I don't lose that cargo, hopefully anyway. Right, so here we are in the blackness. I didn't get a chance to show you the cardigan, but you know, hey, you all know what a cardigan looks like. Maybe we'll start with the cardigan next time. The fact that it's there bothers me. Anyway, I appreciate you turning out, and if anybody watches this, I appreciate your time. I really do. Please drop a follow if you like this. It's not always like this. Sometimes it is. That's how it is. I try to be honest, you know what I mean? Thanks for watching, and it was nice to see you in the PU. Yeah.